But more importantly, what you guys have all been waiting for, the rival settings. So, finally get to the rival settings real quick. Alright, so for our rival settings, we're going to be on... This is our performance. We do have optimized lighting on, optimized wraps. These will help save your FPS a lot, especially in certain maps, and optimized wraps will help a lot, especially if you're playing against players that have lots of dark matter, animated wraps. It's going to save you a lot of FPS. I also do have optimized textures off, and I think this is something really, really important. This is a detail that most people don't know about, and even pros don't know about this, so I'm going to show you guys why.
All of these on 100, everything's 100, except scope, because you actually do want to have your scope sensitivity lower, because you usually actually don't want to be going for flicks with sniper, alright? Even though you see a lot of my flashy highlights that flicks, the less flicking you have to do as a sniper player, the better sniper you are, because you should just have good crosshair placement. You shouldn't be doing a lot of these flicks, alright? Field of view, I do have 98 as my field of view. My scoped weapons is 70, and then I have 60 as my non-scoped, and the reason being is a lot of the non-scoped weapons is like AR burst. I will be playing closer range maps, so I will have it as lower. And then for bigger maps, I will be using sniper crossbow, so I do have this set to 70. I do have camera shake off because this is just distracting. I do have weapon inking off as well because this does ruin your glass wraps. It makes them a little bit worse because there's a line. I have hide muzzle flashes on because that is also just distracting as well. And I do have damage flashing enabled actually, because I'll show you guys why. Damage flashing enabled is really, really important in my opinion.
And one final video setting I do have is dark blinds on because I do believe that this does make your reaction speed and time, like once the flash duration wears off, faster in my opinion. So I do believe having dark blinds on is good. So for our audio settings, we do have master volume at 50, music at 0 because that's distracting, emote volume at 0, also distracting. I do finisher volume at 100, and the other finishers because, hey, I want to hear my diamond hands, you know? Let me hear my diamond hands. Not fixed volume, just everything else I have as 100. For game settings, right, so these have been waiting for probably the most. Obviously, I have damage numbers enabled. I do have these as my color settings pink. I have 200 there, and then 50 there, 200. And the rescore, I do have signals on. Signals, I believe, are very, very important. You don't have that on. My teammate's light, why would you even have that off? Aiming animation. Alright, so funny thing, I actually like having aiming animation on. Because
I do have it on. Smooth projectile, have this off please. If you have it on smooth, it's going to look smoother, but it's not going to be accurate to the projectile hitbox, which is the only thing that actually matters. So you have smooth projectiles, and then all your projectiles just go right through the enemy. So please don't have this on. Please don't have this on. Interface, I just use grid, and then gameplay HUD, legacy, controls. I just have this. I do have easy slide on. I think some people don't like me having that, but yeah. Actually, switched off easy quick attack. I'm back on normal quick attack. And yeah, yeah, that's pretty much it for my game settings. So let's move on to the crosshair settings. So my crosshair settings, I do use a yellow cross. I got this from Valorant. Yes, if you guys probably recognize this from Valorant, maybe not, but the color is just pure yellow, 255, 255, and then 0 spacing, 4 length, 2 thickness, and 0 transparency. And that's it. I do not have any of the other things enabled. I have hit markers enabled, same size. It's just the exact same colors as my damage numbers, so same thing over there. And I do have all of this on for scoped. But I do have a red 150 as my scoped hit marker still, but that's it. That's the only thing I still have on is red. Hotkeys, alright, hotkeys. My attack is just all of this, normal stuff. Quick melee, mouse button, I'll talk to you guys about earlier, this is what I have right here. And I do have, in case I sometimes have it, press F. Everything's normal here. I do have crouch as my left shift, because I do have easy slide on, so whenever I'm sprinting and I press left shift, I do a slide jump, so yeah. That's pretty much it for my hotkeys, and I'm pretty sure that's pretty much it for 4:3 camera sensitivity. I believe this is just the main important Roblox setting that I have. Lowest graphics, obviously. That's my volume, blah, blah, blah. Reduce motion on, and the rest of the stuff. Isn't that important. So look at our 3D settings first. You should have high performance over here, no quality because who really cares about quality, guys? Come on, we're playing Rivals, dude. We don't need quality. 3D settings, this is a little bit more important. You guys can go a little bit slowly, but these are my current 3D settings. I believe the main important one is just having your vertical sync on, which is what I do have on right here. For resolution, I do run 1920 1080 by a 240 Hz refresh rate. And I also do not play stretch res in game. Please do not play stretch res, guys. It's not good in my opinion. Just go to native. For desktop color settings, we have everything here set to default, except our digital vibrance is just plus 5%, just a little bit nice. On for all my keyboards with the lowest possible or the highest possible sensitivity. The rapid trigger just makes your keyboard respond faster to presses, basically. It's really nice to have rapid trigger. Tactile mode, you don't want to have tactile mode on because it just basically makes your keyboard not as flashy and like cool lights and come on. But for most keyboards, normally if I were to just press D and then A, it stops because I'm holding D is very, very good. It is gonna help you. These weird buttons binded to my side. You guys can wonder what that is, and I'll show you guys right now. This right here is my quick melee. So basically I do really good like this with burst with just my mouse, right? Normally if I use what for polling rate, I do use 8,000 Hz polling rate for my mouse. It is the highest, does drain the battery faster, but it is a lot more accurate. I do run 800 DPI, as you guys can see right here, and rest of this stuff, blah, blah.
let's get into my settings. So the first part is, before I jump in, my mouse DPI is 800. 1600 should be better, but 800 is also good. My camera sensitivity is 0.1, not 1, but 0.1. Okay, 2 volume, this doesn't really matter. And yeah, I think that's the only thing you guys need in here. Let's go to my full settings. Shadows, reduces lag, so turn these on, and this too. My PC is not the best, so you know, I keep those on. Even the wraps, disabling wraps. Volume, that doesn't matter. Easy slide, I got that on. Aim assist, I have it at 1000 because a lot of you guys say I have aim assist. And auto shoot, I got it on dynamic, even though it does not do anything. Okay, the juicy settings, man. Our sensitivity 0.55. My outdated pinned video on TikTok was 0.6, so I did go a little lower. ADS sense 0.9. Okay, zoom effect, we got 0.6. Also, ADS sense is new, so I did change it to 0.9, so it's a little slower when I'm aiming in. My FOV, field of view, is 98. Field of view effects is turned off. Shake is off as well, keeps everything still and in motion. Okay, it's easier on my eyes. And then let's you turn on, what is this? Okay, that is mobile. I just had this off. I don't really know what it does. I have high task in duels. I had to task before the round starts, so I have that on because I'm not trying to fill my screen with clutter. Flashes, I make it black because the white is too bright for me. Weapon picker list mode is when it goes down instead of the squares. Damage numbers, of course, on. Aiming hides muzzle flashes. This is also new. As you can see, it says for those who don't want their vision obstructed. When you're aiming in, it doesn't show the flash out of the barrel, so it's really good when you aim in a lot, so I use that. Okay, onto my crosshair. We got static, of course. Boom. Also, a new setting, show while aiming in. When you're ADSing or aiming in with like an AR or anything, this shows the crosshair. This is the best thing they could add, bro. So you don't have to spend $10 on Crosshair X or Crosshair V2, I think is what it's called. And override, I'm actually gonna turn this off. I want to see the big barrel, and I've been lazy to turn it off, so I'm gonna turn it off right now. Bars enabled off. It is just a dot right there, as you can see. Dot enabled. Okay, so we can skip all these settings. Make sure it's green, I think. Actually, it does not matter because it's already off. Dot enabled, of course. Select that on. That is my whole crosshair. Boom. Dot color black in the inside. Dot thickness is 4. Transparency 0. And dot shape is, of course, not sharp, but round. Boom. They also added a circle setting, which I don't use. I don't know. Okay, outline. So all you need to change is really this, the dot enabled, and the outline. So boom, we have this on for the white. Make it white, thickness 2, transparency 0, and outline type is round, of course. Okay, next up, we're gonna be going to our keybinds. My inspect is 5. Inspect doesn't really matter. Melee is Q. I'll show you guys why later. My crouch is V. I don't know why it's a V, to be honest. It's just I just been used to that. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Hide HUD is 6. Okay, the reason why I have my melee as Q is if I hit Q, it does the quick melee, and then once I hit Q and E, it does the little dash. So it is very easy. I just hit Q with my ring finger and then E with my pointer, so it's very like instant, if you know what I'm saying. Boom, we're up there. And yeah, man, I really like these settings. It works for me. I don't think it's the most optimal, but you know, just use whatever works for you. I'm pretty sure a quick melee bind would be good for